Hello, my name is Shrey Mansfield. Today I will be discussing Google's current attempts at changing the organization to a more diverse corporation. Today we'll talk about the organization, organizational culture, the current change, challenges of the change, and talk about my recommendations for Google being able to manage the change. Former Stanford University students, founders Larry Page and Sergey Brin, are very well known for starting Google, which is one of the world's most popular search engines. From the beginning, their aim was to start an organization with a democratic culture. They didn't want their culture to change even when the corporation went public, and wrote an owner's manual for Google's shareholders, laying out their philosophy for the company and the offering. This shows how important organizational culture was to the founders. Google's democratic culture encourages employees to spend 20% of their time working on whatever they think will most benefit the company. The culture is very open, and leadership makes sure that the employees are comfortable and promotes the sharing of ideas and opinions. The organization inspires their employees to be creative and creates a work environment that is comfortable and welcoming, which is seen in their offices and cafes that are designed to encourage interaction between Google employees across teams. The founders allow employees to ask questions directly to them over any number of company issues. Diversity, inclusion, unconscious bias, and gender issues are on the rise with many Fortune 500 organizations. Currently, 4.8% of all Fortune 500 CEOs are women. Many of these companies choose not to disclose their diversity percentages, but Google is one that disclosed this information in 2015. The organization readily admits that in regards to diversity, they are not where they want to be. However, they feel it is hard to address diversity issues if the organization is not prepared to openly discuss it with the public. The Google Corporation is currently trying to create a more diverse workplace and close their gender and minority gaps. With an extremely high number of technical professionals who are male, Google plans to diversify its workforce by recruiting female technical professionals. The Google Corporation is so large that it would be very difficult for them to recruit a significant number of diverse individuals that have experience working within a technological sector. In order to try to attract diversity, the company created resource groups to help with diversity recruitment and retainment. The resource groups include those such as the Asian Googler Network, the Black Googler Network, Gaylors, and Women at Google, just to name a few. Being that research shows a clear link between people's belief, how they act, and the results of the organization, diversity trainings need to be given to deal with organizational diversification. In 2013, Google began training its employees over unconscious biases that can affect perceptions of others, interactions with coworkers and clients, and the overall business. The workshops, in which half of the Google staff still continue to participate in, help to foster a more inclusive workplace. My recommendation would be for the corporation to continue having diversity trainings, as well as using assessment tools to gauge whether or not the trainings are effective. Research shows that diversity and inclusion directly impact employee engagement. It also shows that highly diverse teams outperform non-diverse ones by 80%. Diversity is not only formed by gender, but also by race, religion, sexual orientation, and national origin. More than 70% of the people entering the workforce will be women, immigrants, and people of color. Therefore, it is unavoidable becoming a diverse workforce, and organizations will have to create work cultures and work environments that support diversity-related organizational changes, just as the Google Corporation did. Thank you for your time tonight, and I hope this presentation was informative.